Hi everyone! Welcome to this episode of Catching Up with Yosaka.
So casual!
I like the energy.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, today we're at the store again with Evelyn.
Yeah. Hello.
So this is the second time Evelyn's here, and thank you guys so much for the comments.
Yeah, it was so sweet. I kind of teared up a bit. It was really encouraging.
Oh,
yeah,
that's very
really
sweet. Yeah. Evelyn's great. She did great for the first time. And I was talking to our editor too. Our editor.
Oh.
Yeah. He actually did not know that was your first time.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He didn't edit all the videos.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, for first time that was very smooth.
Oh, good.
So he was like,
okay.
He was impressed.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you did an amazing job.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Yeah.
I was kind of watching it and I was like, I'm not being smooth.
I feel like I wasn't being smooth either.
No.
I've been relying on Daisy to do
Daisy's
our coffee.
great.
Yeah, Daisy's great. Daisy's natural.
Yes.
And funny thing was yesterday, well, Daisy's out and she's gonna be out for like a month or two until she feel like working.
Yeah.
And I basically have to pick up a lot of content that we're kind of lacking at Yosaka because Daisy's such a natural. She can just pick up a camera and then just go.
Yeah.
So yesterday we took Jacob and Malcolm to Flushing. Flushing is kind of like a Chinatown in Queens for anyone who don't live in New York. They had a parade for Lunar New Year. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go there. I'm also going to the store later. So let me pick up a camera and let me do a vlog, like what Daisy usually does.
Yeah.
And I got home at night yesterday. I was like reviewing it. I fell asleep watching it because it was so boring.
Oh no!
I was like, oh no. I don't have that many connection between the shots. So I'm giving it another try. So watch out for vlog coming from me, but it will take some time.
It's hard. It's hard.
It's hard. I fell asleep on my own video.
It was Lunar New Year. How do you fall asleep?
It was very tiring. And guess what? We didn't do much. We literally just take two kids to the parade, and we were at the parade for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
We went to get lunch. That whole thing actually was like 2-3 hours of just like moving.
A 2-week-old, right?
Yeah.
And a 3-year-old.
Right.
That's a lot.
Yeah, but the things that we did, lunch, we finished eating in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
The parade, the actual thing was only 10 minutes. We did so little, but I felt like the time was spent so much.
That makes sense.
That was funny. How was your week last week?
Yeah, it was good. Yesterday the store was super busy, like holiday pre-Christmas level busy. So like sometimes when that's going on, like I feel like my peripheral vision kind of like disappears. Yes, just like what are we working on right in front of us? And I hadn't felt that in a while, but I did yesterday. Yeah, other than that, like not much. The other days in the store were pretty like smooth. We sold a lot of gold nibs on Thursday, I feel.
Wow.
Yeah.
I feel like this year a lot of people are more interested in gold nib.
Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of, in like the planner community, there's a lot of like discussion going on about different fountain pens. What is like the best like writing for like everyday writing? Maybe that's always been going on.
Right, yeah.
But I feel like this year like people are really talking about like the feedback in the gold nibs.
Okay. Oh.
Maybe I'm just new.
Oh, no. I think you can kind of always tell a trend in the store from the conversation.
Yeah.
Customers, like everyone who comes in, they talk about what they want, and usually they give you some kind of insight. So that might be what's going on. People like really watch out for the paper and the pen. And that kind of reminds me of last year where a lot of planner papers were changed. So beginning of the year, for the first week, I heard a lot of people talking about inks, right? Inks where some inks work better on this Tomei River paper, on the Hobonichi.
Yeah.
And like they're trying to figure out which color works the best.
Yes.
So I feel like it might be related to all the paper changes. So,
yeah, definitely.
Aside from that, you're knitting a lot.
Yeah, I'm trying to make myself a balaclava before it gets warm. Yeah, because last week was so cold in New York. Like we had like 20-degree weather average, I feel. And then this week, all of a sudden, it was back in the 40s, and I was like, oh no. Oh no, I'm not like close to being done. Like I gotta work on it on the train. So I've been bringing it into work, which is why I was talking about it.
So that's what's been happening here at Osaka. The biggest thing happened, I guess, just happened yesterday. Today is February 2nd. So yesterday, Hobonichi spring release went live. So we talked about it last week, and this week they're here. So we're gonna show a little bit of them today.
Yeah, exciting.
Yeah, cool. All right. So right in front of us, right here, we have some newly arrival. So since we talk about Hobonichi, so let's start with it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So we have some special one. Let me start with this biggest one. Okay.
Yeah.
This biggest one right here is
the Stappo.
So this Stappo has been around for a while at Hobonichi. This is the first time they introduce it here. So this is kind of like a bag organizer where you can put all your daily stationery essentials in. I'm not exactly the user for this because I actually don't know if it's something you put on the desk or do you carry this around?
Yeah, so I think like you can have it on your desk, but it's really for like easy, you can take your desk kind of with you. So you have all your stuff in here. You have maybe like your washies can fit here, your pens and sticker sheets can fit in the pockets, and then you can have like your journals and then your pens also. And you can then take it with you and like say you want to go like journal at a cafe or your friend's house because you're having like a journaling party.
Okay. Journal
and then
party. I like that. Yeah.
you can take it with you and just like tuck it in your bag and then put it on like the coffee table, your friend's table, whatever. And your desk is right there. You have all of your stuff.
Right, perfect. Because when you open it up, it would just be the same way that you organize.
Yeah.
And it fits a lot of things.
Yes. It's like, it's maybe not to tuck into your like everyday purse. It's maybe more for your like, I'm doing some work bag.
There's like a suitcase for your Hobonichi planners.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, cool, I like that. So this is Stappo, and then aside from that, there is some new colors of the Tragen covers. So the Tragen covers are like this, where you can open up right in the middle, and you can slide your planners inside. Okay, so it's like canvas with magnet clap right here, and some zipper here to put more things. Right?
Yeah, it's like a pen case cover for your Hobonichi.
Yeah. And now they have new colors.
In all the sizes.
Yeah. So for spring release starts from April 1st. And the reason they start doing spring release is because in Japan, they have a slightly different academic, also financial system, where during April is when they reset like the whole year. So because of that, it actually affects a lot more things than just what we're seeing right here. And I kind of mentioned about this every year, but right before April, that's when you see a lot of Japanese new product releases because they're trying to make it to their financial year. So they're trying to close up their previous year's number. So you kind of have like all the sailor pens. For some reason, December you don't see anything. And then between March and April, you see like 10 different colors coming out. Same thing with different products. So it kind of affects everyone's life. And one of them is planner. So you have April Start, you start April 1st. Now you have the week version, and you have your regular A5 size in April Start as well.
Yeah. Also, there's a couple new covers. This art is done by a Japanese artist, I believe, whose name is Hasegawa Tohaku. And this art also comes in a cover for the A5 and the A6. So, yeah, it's really beautiful.
Well done getting the name.
I hope it's right.
I am very impressed.
Oh, thank you.
I was trying not to say the name because I don't think I could say it. And let me grab the pencil board.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there are some other designs. This one, do you know much about this?
I know it's the Yumi Kitagishi, which is like, she's like one of the really popular artists for the Hobonichi covers and pencil boards.
So aside from these cover, the planners, there are some new designs as well that we can put as a photo right here. Cool. All right. Next thing we have is, I want to continue the organizers. Mm-hmm. We have this from TSL.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, so this is a pouch, a canvas pouch from TSL where inside it looks like this, where you can put your pens in. Mm-hmm. And there are some zipper cases right here for you to put smaller items, some leather pocket right here. Mm-hmm. And zip up like this. Okay. Yeah. So this one is TSL's newest release. This one is in medium size. I believe there's a bigger size, mm-hmm. as well as more colors. Mm-hmm. And this year, aside from this, we're actually getting a lot more TSL other canvas items as well. Usually we just have like leather.
Yeah.
So we're kind of moving on into more canvas items.
Awesome.
Yeah. So this is one of them. Do you like this?
Yeah. No, I think it's great to have like the pen flap on the inside, because I always feel like the pouch is either a pen case or it's a pouch for like washi stickers, dot liners, markers, other sort of things, and like then your like nice fountain pens are gonna get scratched if they're just in there. So I often am actually doing this where I put my fountain pen holder inside of another pouch.
Oh, you do this?
Yeah.
Oh,
so I think it's like great that it's all in one and it's like kind of mobile. It's not just like stuck to one side. Yeah. No, I really think it's great.
Nice. Okay. So that's TSL. And the next thing, moving on to one more leather case. This one mm-hmm. is by TWSBI. Mm-hmm. So this one, we have a couple of different colors. So this one is a pen roll where for you to put a couple of your fountain pens and then a very small compartment here. I look it up, TWSBI's photo. Mm-hmm. It's for you to put their mechanical pencils. Of course, like smaller things, maybe cartridges or anything you can put in here.
Definitely.
So this one comes in this blue. I think it also comes with green, mm-hmm. brown, and red. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So there's this. You kind of like this, right?
Oh yeah, I do. Well, I really like TWSBI. Like my first fountain pen was a TWSBI, and so they'll forever have my heart.
Wow.
But I really like pen rolls, and I feel like this one is not like super big, but it also has that extra pocket so that it's not just for fountain pens, which makes it more practical.
Next thing I have right here is some of BGM Washi Tape. So some of the cherry blossom.
Yeah, the cherry blossom collection is super cute. We just got them yesterday in the store, and already like they're almost all sold out.
Wait, for real? Oh, that's crazy.
I think so.
Wow.
At least the ones we brought to the store. But the other collection, this is like, I think my favorite colors collection mm-hmm. is my favorite because I really like to color coordinate my journal spreads and not with each other, but just each day is like one color. And these tapes are bright and different colors, but also have like the kind of like journaling kind of mundane images on them and like kind of have the pattern behind them of like of a tablecloth, and so I think it's like a great way to like color coordinate your journal page but have it still be kind of like a daily journal page. So
cute.
I'm excited about them.
Nice. There's also some flake stickers right here, so I'm going to flip through the design right here. The flake stickers individually, they kind of look like this in the pack. So they're always very cute.
Yeah. And this is the afternoon tea collection. And so they're also color coordinated, but with like different tea party kind of themed images. Some of them have more people, some of them have more like pastries and drinks. But they're super cute.
And I think there's one more. Okay. So this one is a little more special because, there you go. You have like sheets. Each package has 2 sheets, and these are called mini cube seal, mini cube stickers for you to use inside your planners. So you can use the tiny ones inside your like monthly, daily. And what is interesting for this one is it's got this. Oh, can you tell right here? Oh, this side. It's got this holes right here for you to fit into your ring system, like the Bible size. So it will fit perfectly right here with these holes. Yeah. So you can organize them right in here and then use them with your planners if you have this. Of course, you can use them by the sheets as well. Yeah.
And one side is sparkly and the other side is matte. So that's kind of fun too.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there are 2 sheets. So that's all the stickers. And last but not least, we have some new Taccia fountain pens right here. Okay. I'm gonna pick out like just 2 of them to kind of show the design. So there you go. So this one is inspired by this series actually. So it is based on the famous ukiyo-e painting in Japan, and Taccia has made ink color out of these series. They made it in like blue, brown, and red. And these are all inspired by these paintings. And this time, Taccia is making their pen based on the same concept. So you kind of have this matching ink and with the matching design on it as well. So this is another one where you have the famous ukiyo-e painting on this. Yeah.
And the pens come with the ink too, so you get like the whole kit of what's inspired by the famous paintings.
Okay, so that's one series. So the other series that they have from Taccia is these. So these are, I think this one is just called Wajima Red, as well as Wajima Blue. So this has this very texture feeling on top of the pen. And they also come with matching color as well. So these are the new pens from Taccia. They use 18 karat gold nib from Sailor. So if you're interested in trying them out in store, we have the 21 karat gold nib Sailor tester in store. Yeah. So that's the Taccia pen. Any favorite this week?
I mean, I really like the TWSBI pen rule, have to be honest. Yeah, I don't have a pen rule.
Okay.
So maybe I'm kind of vying for a pen roll.
Which color do you like better?
I really like the green, actually.
one, yeah.
It's like kind of like a Yosaka green.
Green is very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think my favorite is probably this.
Oh, the mini cubes.
Yeah, mini cube. I just always like stationery when it's slightly different. It's like something you're used to, but then they add something that's like, wow. It feels like it's just putting two very ordinary ideas together, but it's like quite genius.
Yeah.
So this is one of them, and I always like this little design to make your life a lot easier.
Yeah.
So that's my favorite.
I wasn't expecting you to say that was your favorite.
Oh, okay.
But that was kind of fun.
All right. That's it for all the newly added. For this week, anything you want to share in store?
Yeah. This is another story of like a one-on-one customer interaction.
Yeah.
As we discussed last week, I'm a writer, and I write by hand. So like the feeling of the fountain pen that I write with is very important. And another writer came in last week.
Oh my god. Okay.
And she was looking for like her writing pen.
Interesting.
And we started with the Sailor Pro Gears, and she was trying both the 14 karat nibs and the 21 karat nibs. And she was like, like I don't really like this. And I was like, okay, like maybe we could try the Pilot Custom 74, because I love the bodies of the Sailors, but there's something special to me about a Pilot gold nib. It just is so smooth. maybe that's a cold take. Everybody feels that way. But I don't know. So then we were playing with the Custom 74s. She's like, this is too smooth. I was like, so fair. Also, people feel. And then I pulled out the Esterbrooks, kind of like on a whim, because she hadn't asked about anything on like the table, and like we'd only been talking about the gold nibs. So I was like, something about this is like calling Esterbrooks' name to me. And she tried like the standard nibs, the specialty nibs, and she really liked the journaler.
Oh my. Oh,
yeah.
Nice. Okay.
And actually Laura was in that day, and we Laura knows a lot about the Esterbrooks, so we ended up talking a lot about how Esterbrook makes the journaler nibs and like what that looks like, and how to get one, and because it's a very popular nib, which I didn't exactly realize. And this woman was like, like this is my nib.
Oh wow.
This is gonna be my nib for writing. And so she left without a pen because we didn't have any journalers. But it's like now she knows what she needs to find.
That's good.
So that was very exciting.
Yeah. That's perfect, because that's what we're here for. I'm glad she found something that she likes.
Yeah, me
amazing.
too. It's very nice.
The journal nib, because it's crying by Gina, so it takes some time for her to make. So it's always like out.
Yeah, when you're so in demand, your grinding skills,
I think that's it for this week. Well, thank you so much, Evelyn.
Yeah, thank you.
And I think you're doing amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Second time. Yeah. This is great.
Yeah, no, it's fun.
And this is one try. We didn't retake or anything.
That's so true. Last week we had to retake.
Yeah, that's what we did.
But that makes sense.
Yeah,
it's
that
normal.
was the first time. Okay. Well, thank you guys so much, and say hi when you're in store. We will see you very soon in a week.
Yeah.
All right. Bye.
Bye.